Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the 10 baby boy names that I love but won't be using. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, so today I am going to be talking about the 10 baby boy names that I love but won't be using. So I won't be using them either because I don't think they sound great with our last name, my husband and I don't agree on the name, or maybe someone in the family has already used the name. Please don't get offended if you chose this name or if this is your name. Obviously we love these names, we just haven't chosen this name to use for our baby. So the first baby boy name that we love but won't be using is James. We love that name. I think it sounds just classic. It's a classic name. I think it sounds really good with our last name, but it's already been used in our family, so we won't use the name just because we don't feel comfortable using it, but we do really love it. The second name that we really love, well, I really love but won't be using, is Benjamin. I love this name since I was little. When I was really little, we got cats, 2 cats, and I know I said this in my last update, I have a cat now that I had named Elle, which I love for a girl name, but when I was younger, I named the boy cat Ben because I love the name so much. So we won't be using that name. Also, my husband's best friend, his name is Ben, so we just won't be using the name. It's in our circle already, so we just won't use it. Number 3, a name we love but won't be using is Gray. I think it's beautiful. I actually love this name for either a boy or a girl. I've heard it both ways. My husband doesn't really love it, so that's why we won't be using it, but I think it's so nice. I think it would be such a handsome name for a man, but again, we won't be using that name. The 4th baby boy name I love but won't be using is Porter. I think it's so cute. I've heard this from other people. Another YouTuber I know or watch, her son is named Porter, and I think it's just adorable. We won't be using that name. My husband says it reminds him of Porter Airlines, which is crazy, but I think it's absolutely adorable, so if you picked that name, I love it. The 5th baby boy name we love but won't be using is Daxton. I love the name Dax. I think it's super cute. It reminds me of Kristen Bell's husband, Dax Shepard, and he's so funny, and I just relate that name to him, and I think it's a great name. I love that you can shorten it and it's still cute, and really, I think it's great. I don't think it sounds great with our last name, so we just won't be using that name. The 6th baby boy name we love but won't be using is Liam. I think that name is just very, very cute. I've loved that name for a long time. We have, well, family members that have already used this name, so we would never use that name. But I do think it's adorable and honestly like a very classic, well, kind of classic, but I think it will stick around for a while as being in the top 100. The 7th baby boy name we love but won't be using is kind of a newer name, and that's Mason. The reason we won't be using that name is because our last name is Mason, and I don't think that's fair to name a kid Mason Mason. But I do love the name. If that wasn't our last name, then I wouldn't obviously care, and I probably would use the name. A good nickname too is Mace. My husband gets called Mace a lot because that's just the last name. But I think that's a cute nickname for if that was your first name. The 8th baby boy name we love but won't be using is Jackson. I think this is such a nice new take on the classic name Jack. It just makes it a little bit fresher, and I honestly, I love it. Again, it's one of those names with the O-N on the end, so I just don't think it sounds great with our last name, but I do love the name. The 9th baby boy name we love but won't be using, well, I love it, my husband doesn't love it, is Ford. Ford is so cute. I think it's such a strong name, but we won't be using it. My husband thinks it's obviously very similar to the Ford cars, Ford trucks, all that stuff, and we actually drive Fords, so I mean, that's what he has in his mind, so he can't name a kid that, but I think it's super cute. I haven't really met any kid named Ford, but I did see the name on some baby list somewhere, and I loved it. The 10th baby boy name we love but won't be using is Asher. I think that's just a very cute name. It's very unique. I love the name Ash. I think that's just something different and really nice. It's a good, nice nickname. My husband doesn't love that name, so we won't be using it, but I think it's adorable. If you chose to use this name, or if that's your name, I'm jealous, I love it. And that's about it. That's the 10 baby boy names that we love but won't be using. Sorry I kept looking over to the side, that's just where I have my list of names. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can also comment down below on other videos you'd like to see. I'll link below the 10 baby girl names that I love but won't be using in the description. And please check back every week for new videos. See you guys soon.